today some breaking and sad cruise-related news out of the port of Baltimore. You may have heard that the Francis Scott Key Bridge, that is part of the eastern side of the Beltway there, was struck by a cargo ship about 1:30 a.m. in the morning and caused the entire collapse of that bridge, which is now blocking the channel in and out of the port there. So currently have two ships out. That is Royal Caribbean's Vision of the Seas, as well as Carnival's Legend. The Legend is scheduled to come back on March 31st, and it had 7-night sailings scheduled thereafter, and Royal Caribbean was set to return on April 4th. We'll quickly go down a list of those sailings that could and will likely be impacted coming up. So Carnival Legend, March 31st. Vision of the Seas, April 4th. Carnival Legend, April 7th. Vision of the Seas, April 12th. Carnival Legend, April 15th. Vision of the Seas was set to return and then go to dry dock on April 20th. So that is the remainder of their sailings for April. April 21st, Carnival Pride. April 29th, or I'm sorry, 8th, Carnival Pride. So those are the sailings that will definitely be impacted. They are saying that it will be at least 1 month before that cleanup is completed. Again, very sad. I lived in that area for nearly 2 decades and worked just outside of Baltimore. It is a major route. We're just thankful today that that happened in the wee hours of the morning and not during one of the commutes. We do hope they continue to find people who may have fallen into the water. We understand it was a work crew, and they took quick and swift action. If you want to know more about the incident, there are plenty of videos out there. We will finish up by reading the media statements from both Carnival and Royal Caribbean as well. So we'll start with Royal Caribbean has responded by saying, let's see, we are deeply saddened by the tragedy and collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge and extend our heartfelt prayers to all those impacted. We are closely monitoring the situation, and our port logistics team is currently working on alternatives for Vision of the Seas ongoing and upcoming sailings. We suspect that it will be redeployed, especially since it's going into dry dock very soon. It will be redeployed up to Cape Liberty in New Jersey. Carnival, in a slightly different situation, as it has Legend and then Pride to deal with there. Our thoughts are with those affected by the tragic accident. It is premature for us to comment on possible impacts to upcoming sailings. In all likelihood, they will need to cancel sailings because I'm not sure that they have an easy resolution. So stay tuned, be patient as the cruise lines try and figure out what the next steps are. Keep the families and those people involved in your thoughts and prayers. And as always, keep on trekking safely.